Good afternoon, friends. In my first video, I had compared sections of the CRPC and Bnss 2023 up to 50. So onward sections I am comparing in this video. Firstly, section 51 of the CRPC, which talks about search of arrested person, can be now seen under section 49 of the new act, that is Bnss 2023. Going further, section 52 of the CRPC, which talks about power to seize offensive weapons, is now section 50 of the Bnss 2023. Section 53 of the CRPC, which talks about examination of accused by a medical practitioner at the request of police officer. Now, this is section 51 in Bnss 2023. Going further, section 53A of the CRPC, which talks about examination of person accused of rape by medical practitioner, is now section 52 in the Bnss 2023. Then going further, section 54, which talks about examination of arrested person by medical officer, is now section 53 of the Bnss 2023. And section 54A, which talks about identification of person arrested in CRPC, is now section 54 in Bnss 2023. Section 55 of CRPC, which talks about procedure when police officer disputes subordinate to arrest without warrant, is now dealt under section 55 of the Bnss 2023. Then going further, section 55A of the CRPC, which talks about health and safety of arrested person, is now section 56 in the Bnss 2023. Section 56 of the CRPC, which talks about person arrested to be taken before magistrate or officer in charge of police station, is now section 57 in Bnss 2023. Then section 57, person arrested not to be detained more than 24 hours of the CRPC, is now section 58 in Bnss. Section 58 of the CRPC, which talks about police to report apprehensions, is now section 59 in Bnss. And section 59 of the CRPC, which talks about discharge of person apprehended, is now section 60 in the Bnss 2023. Then section 60 of the CRPC, which talks about power on escape to pursue and retake, is now section 61 of the Bnss. Then section 60A of the CRPC, which talks about arrest to be made strictly according to code, is now section 62 of the Bnss 2023, which says arrest to be made strictly according to Sanhita. Then comes the section 61 of the CRPC, which talks about form of summons, is now section 63 in the BNSS, and section 62 of the CRPC, which talks about how summons to be served, is now section 64 of the BNSS. Then section 63 of the CRPC, which talks about service of summons on corporate bodies and societies, is now dealt under section 65 of BNSS 2023. Then section 64 of the CRPC, service when persons summoned cannot be found, is now dealt under section 66 of the BNSS. Then section 65, procedure when service cannot be effected as before provided, is dealt under section 67 of the BNSS. Now, section 66 of the CRPC, which talks about service on government servants, is dealt under section 68 of BNSS. And section 67 of CRPC, which talks about service of summons outside local limits, is now dealt under section 69 of BNSS. Then section 68 of CRPC, which deals with proof of service in such cases and when serving officer not present, is dealt under section 70 of the BNSS. Then section 69, which talks about service of summons on witness by post, it is dealt under section 71. Then section 70 of the CRPC, which talks about form of warrant of arrest and duration, is now dealt under section 72 of BNSS. Then section 71 of CRPC, which talks about power to direct security to be taken, is now dealt under section 73 of BNSS. Then section 72 of CRPC, warrants to whom directed, is dealt under section 74 of BNSS. And section 73 of CRPC, which talks about warrant may be directed to any person, is now dealt under section 75 of BNSS. Then section 74 of CRPC, warrant directed to police officer, is now dealt under section 76 of BNSS. Section 75 of CRPC, notification of substance of warrant, is dealt under section 77 of BNSS. Then comes the section 76 of CRPC, person arrested to be brought before court without delay, is dealt under section 78. Then comes section 77 of CRPC, where warrant may be executed, is now section 79 of BNSS. Then section 78, warrant forward for execution outside jurisdiction, it is now dealt under section 80 of BNSS. Then comes section 79 of CRPC, which says warrant directed to police officer for execution outside jurisdiction. This is now dealt under section 81 of BNSS. Then comes section 80 of CRPC, which talks about procedure on arrest of person against whom warrant issued. This is dealt under Section 82 of Bnss. Then comes Section 81 of CRPC, procedure by magistrate before whom such person arrested is brought. This is dealt under Section 83 of Bnss 2023. Then comes Section 82 of CRPC that talks about proclamation for person absconding. This is dealt under Section 84 of Bnss. Then comes Section 83 of CRPC, which deals with attachment of property of person absconding. That is now dealt under Section 85 of Bnss. Then comes Section 84 of CRPC, claims and objection to attachment, which is now dealt under Section 87 of Bnss. Then comes Section 85, release, sale, and restoration of attached property, which is now dealt under Section 88 of Bnss. Then comes Section 86, appeal from order rejecting application for restoration of attached property is now dealt under Section 89, appeal from order rejecting application for restoration of attached property. Then comes Section 87 of CRPC, which talks about issue of warrant in lieu of or in addition to summons, which is dealt under Section 90 of Bnss. Then comes Section 88 of CRPC, which talks about power to take bond for appearance. Now it is dealt under Section 91 of Bnss. Then comes Section 89 of CRPC, arrest on breach of bond for appearance. This is now dealt under Section 92. Then comes Section 90, provision of this chapter generally applicable to summons and warrants of arrest. This is now dealt under Section 93 of Bnss. Then comes Section 91, summons to produce document or other thing. This is dealt under Section 94 of Bnss. Then comes Section 92 of CRPC, procedure as to letters and telegram. So this will be Section 95 of Bnss. Then comes Section 93 of CRPC, which talks about when search warrant may be issued. This is now dealt under Section 96 of Bnss. Then comes 94 of CRPC, search of place suspected to contain stolen property, forged documents, etc. This is now dealt under Section 97. Then comes Section 95 of CRPC, which talks about power to declare certain publications forfeited and to issue search warrant for the same. This is now dealt under Section 98 of Bnss. Then comes Section 96, application to High Court to set aside declaration of forfeiture. This is now dealt under Section 99 of Bnss. Then comes Section 97, search for persons wrongfully confined. Now it will be dealt under Section 100 of the Bnss. Then comes Section 98 of CRPC, which talks about power to compel restoration of abducted female. This is now Section 101 of Bnss. Then comes Section 99 of CRPC, which talks about direction of search warrants. Now it is 102 in Bnss. Then comes Section 100 of CRPC, persons in charge of closed place to allow search. This is Section 103 of the Bnss. This is all about in this video. I may further remind you that till today, the CRPC provisions are being followed, and after 1st July 2024, the BNSS will come into operation. That's all. God bless you all. See you again